Gym machines were never built to make you strong. They were built to be easy to sell, and they lock your body into one fixed path. 6 isometric holds do the opposite, loading your whole body the way real life does. The third hold trains something no machine in any gym can, the strength that catches you when the ground moves sideways. First though, the wallsit. The wallsit rebuilds the foundation every machine ignores, your ability to hold your own body weight without giving out. Here is why that matters. By 60, most men have lost about a third of the quad and tendon strength they had at 30, and most never notice until standing from a low chair turns into a small struggle. That is not aging, that is disuse. A leg press machine moves the weight for you on a track, but it never asks your knee to stabilize itself, so the joint stays weak even as the number on the stack goes up. You don't need a gym, you don't need to be young, you just need to do this right. Set your back flat against a wall and slide down until your knees bend to about 90 degrees, like an invisible chair. Keep your weight in your heels and your knees stacked over your ankles, not caving inward. Most men let the hips creep up to cheat the burn, so keep your thighs parallel to the floor. If 90 degrees hurts, stop higher, at a quarter bend, and work down over weeks. Hold for 30 seconds, rest, and repeat for 3 rounds. Every second you hold, you are teaching the muscle around your knee to fire together under load, the exact pattern a machine takes away from you. That repair compounds, and within weeks the stairs stop being something you think about. This is the difference between carrying your own groceries up to the front door at 70 and standing at the bottom deciding whether it is worth it. But strong legs only matter if the thing on top of them can stay upright, and that depends on something most men have never trained on purpose. You might think a back machine builds a strong core, sitting there pulling a bar toward a padded seat. What if I told you the deep muscles that actually protect your spine never switch on when a machine supports your torso for you? That is the gap the plank closes. The forearm plank trains the deep core that braces your spine every time you bend, twist, or lift something off the ground. A seated machine holds your trunk in place, so the stabilizers underneath go quiet, and that is exactly why a man can look strong on the equipment and still tweak his back lifting a suitcase. Set your forearms on the floor under your shoulders and extend your legs straight behind you, balancing on your toes. Your body should form one straight line from your heels to the back of your head. The most common mistake is letting the hips sag, which dumps the load onto your lower back instead of your core, so squeeze your glutes and pull your belly button up toward your spine. If a full plank strains your shoulders, drop to your knees and hold the same straight line from knees to head. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds for 3 rounds. When you brace like this, you are waking up the muscular corset that surrounds your spine, the support system a machine never lets you use. It is like installing a seatbelt around your lower back, one that catches you the moment a real-life movement tries to throw you off balance. But there is a layer underneath even this, and it is the one thing every machine actively robs you of. Before we get to that, one quick thing. These holds work because tendons and stabilizers rebuild in response to sustained time under load, not in response to a machine moving weight for you. But 6 holds are just the entry point to the full system. If you want the complete library, 50 isometric holds organized for men who want to rebuild real strength without grinding their joints down, the link is in the description below. The holds are the deeper strength layer that everything else stands on, and the full set walks you through them in order. Now back to the layer machines never reach. When was the last time you caught yourself mid-stumble and your body just handled it without thinking? That instinct lives in the muscles along the side of your trunk. And there is not a single gym machine that trains them directly. The side plank rebuilds your anti-rotation strength, the ability to resist forces that try to twist or tip you sideways. Machines move you in straight lines on fixed tracks, which is the opposite of how a curb, an icy step, or a grandchild grabbing your leg actually loads your body. That is why men who look strong on equipment still feel unsteady the moment the ground gets unpredictable. Lie on your side and prop yourself up on one forearm, elbows stacked directly under your shoulder. Lift your hips off the floor so your body makes a straight diagonal line, supported only by your forearm and the side of your bottom foot. The common error is letting the hips drift forward or sag toward the floor, so stack everything in one clean line and hold steady. If that is too much, bend your bottom knee and rest it on the floor for support. Hold each side for 20 seconds, 2 rounds per side. This is the work that quietly decides whether a trip becomes a recovery or a fall. After a couple of weeks of this, you will feel something firm up along your sides that has been asleep for years, the deep stabilizers that keep you upright when the world moves under you. But staying upright is only useful if your upper body can carry a load while you do it. Ever watched a man in his 60s lower himself into a chair with both hands gripping the armrests, easing down like the seat might give way? That is not age. That is a chest and shoulder girdle that lost the strength to control its own descent. The isometric push-up hold rebuilds the pressing strength a chest machine only pretends to give you. A chest press machine fixes your shoulders into one groove and removes every stabilizing demand. So the small muscles that keep your shoulders safe never learn their job. Lower yourself into the bottom third of a push-up, elbows bent, body in a straight line, and hold there instead of pushing back up. Keep your elbows tucked at about 45 degrees from your body, not flared out wide, which protects the shoulder joint. The mistake here is letting the hips pike up or sag, so hold one rigid line from heels to head. If a floor hold is too hard, place your hands on a sturdy countertop and hold the angle there. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds, 3 rounds. Within a few weeks, you will catch yourself pushing up from a chair with one hand instead of two, lowering a heavy box without that flicker of doubt, and reaching across the car to the far door without your shoulder complaining. That is what real pressing strength returns to you quietly, in the small moments you stopped noticing. Subscribe. Every video here is built around rebuilding what most men quietly give up on after 50. Now, the hold that ties your grip to how long you live. The dead hang is easily the most honest test of strength and fitness, and no machine on the floor comes close to replicating it. Here is why it matters more than almost anything else you can do. Your grip strength is one of the clearest predictors researchers have for how long and how well you will live, and it fades faster than nearly any other strength after 50. A lat pull-down machine does the holding for you, wrapping your hands around a fixed bar on a fixed path, so your grip, forearms, and shoulder support never carry your actual body weight. Hanging changes that instantly. Find a sturdy bar, reach up, and grab it with both hands about shoulder width apart, palms facing away. Let your feet leave the floor and simply hang, arms straight, shoulders active rather than fully slack. The common mistake is hanging completely limp, so keep a slight pull through your shoulder blades to protect the joint. If a full hang is too much, keep your toes lightly on the floor or a step to take some of the load. Hold for as long as your grip allows, working toward 30 seconds, for 2 or 3 rounds. When you hang, you are decompressing your spine and loading your entire upper body through your hands at once, rebuilding a chain of strength that machines split apart and weaken. This is the one almost no man trains on purpose, which is exactly why it sets you apart at 70, when a strong grip is the difference between independence and asking for help with a jar lid. Here is the hold I pointed to at the start, the one that decides whether everything else you just built actually holds up. The overhead hold trains your ability to stabilize a load above your head, the single most demanding position your body can be asked to control. Strong legs, a braced core, and a steady grip mean very little if your shoulders collapse the moment you reach for something on a high shelf. A shoulder press machine guides the weight up a track and steadies it for you, so the deep stabilizers that keep your shoulder safe overhead never get trained, and that is why overhead reaching is where so many men finally feel their age. Take a moderate weight you can manage safely, a dumbbell, a water jug, even a loaded backpack, and press it straight overhead until your arm is locked out. Hold it there, directly over your shoulder, with your ribs down and your core braced so you do not arch your lower back. The mistake is letting the weight drift forward or behind your head, so keep it stacked right over the joint. If overhead bothers your shoulder, hold the weight at chest height instead and build up slowly. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds per side, 2 rounds. Being able to hold this steady is the clearest sign the other 5 holds are doing their job, because it asks your whole body to cooperate at once. This is the position that protects you the day you reach overhead to catch something falling, and your body answers instead of failing. Here is how to combine these into a simple weekly routine. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions a week, with at least 1 rest day between them. Start with the pillar sit for 3 rounds, then move into 3 rounds of the iron plank. From there, hold the steel bridge for 2 rounds on each side, 3 rounds of the anvil hold, and work the Hangman for 2 to 3 rounds. Finish with 2 rounds of the tower hold on each side. Move slowly, breathe steadily through every hold, and stop the moment your form breaks instead of pushing through it. And speaking of building strength without a single machine, this pairs perfectly with what you just learned. I broke down the 5 isometric holds that bulletproof every tendon in your body in this one, and it's the natural next step once you've got these 6 down. Give it a watch,